in the mirror, save the victory roll. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. So today we are going to be playing with the new Kimchi foundation and with the Puff Pass powder in lavender and a pot de creme. So if you want to see how it works, what I think, how it goes on, you're going to want to keep watching. It's a shade too light, so we're going to give you a heads up. It's maybe even 2 shades too light. So as you can tell by my neck, I'm a little bit ghostly, but yeah, so if you want to see what I think of this, you're going to want to keep on watching. And if you'd like to give us a like, comment, and subscribe, or maybe even hit that notification bell, it would be greatly appreciated. But if not, that's okay. We can still be friends and you can keep on watching. Hey, are we ready to play with some kimchi? We finally, thanks to the I want to call it, I keep wanting to say Boxing Day, Black Friday sale, they had a BOGO sale, buy one, get one free. And at first I was just going to do a foundation and a powder, but I thought it's a little pricey shipping to Canada and you get hit with duty, and boy, was it a lot of duty. But so the discount, I guess, was, the duty ate the discount, but it's still okay. So I ended up getting 2 of a really good foundation. Thought later maybe I could have tried 2 different colors, but I just picked the color that I thought was good for me, and I just picked 2 because I thought if I really like it, then I've got extra. I don't have to worry buying for quite a while. And if you say it's not my shade, I can still gift one to somebody. So it's a medium to full coverage buildable foundation. So I guess we can say we're friends, but I follow her on Instagram and on YouTube, and I'm one of her patrons, Elena Glam. She is a spokesperson, one of the spokespersons for Kimchi, and she really likes this foundation, so I thought I would give it a try. And then it comes, oh, you have to check this out. I did have to take a quick peek at it. Look at this bottle. So it's a nice glass bottle. It's got this beautiful heart shape. I really like that, so I'm quite excited to play with that. So hopefully the color is correct. It looked good online, but you never know. And if it's too pale, it's all right. And then I got a neutral one. And then I have an obsession with lavender powders. I've been using the Fenty one, but I've heard so many good things about the Puff Pass, and then they have a velvet one. So a lavender one. And yeah, it's ivory and a hint of lavender, so they call it, what is it? Evander? So anyways, so I opened both boxes just so I can show you, because I opened the one to look at the color. But look how beautifully, so they've got the yellow inside, and then look how beautifully this is packaged in this lovely tissue paper with the kimchi's face on it, the little sticker. It's so nice. What really nice packaging. So I'm just gonna leave this one intact, and then we'll just go quickly look at the one that I opened. Well, I didn't take the sticker off, but I just wanted to look at the package. So there it is, in the, you know, the traditional kimchi pink. And then there's our powder there. And then inside, so I usually use a sponge, but I may possibly use the poof that came in here. So we've got this little poof. And then of course there's a little sticker on here, which I'm gonna try and fight off. So I may have to shut the camera off because I no longer have nails. And then, yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And then yeah, they sent me a cute little sticker. I've got this card with my name on it, and then it also had this, I think I'm gonna keep it at least for a little bit. There's the cute tissue paper that was on top. It was really well packaged with lots of bubble wrap in there, so it came in really good nick. So that's pretty exciting. So then I thought today we will play with the foundation and the powder. And then I have this, and I've had it for a while. So I've used the powder eyeshadow a lot, but I keep forgetting to use this. I thought maybe we can just do a little wash of color on the eyelid. And then I'd also wanted to use, which I really like, for a gloss. I'm not really a gloss person, but I got one of the Kimchi glosses. And then between me planning this, I've misplaced it and I cannot find it. So yeah, we'll have to not play with a lip gloss. There we go. But this is more about the powder and the foundation because they're two things that I've not tried before. And then I've been playing with it, and except for on the actual e.l.f. Foundation I got, I really like this Glow Primer Stick. I've been using it with a couple other foundations that I really like, and it's worked really well, so I'm hoping it will go with that. So there we go. And then let's just open ourselves this bottle here. Okay, so there we go. So I didn't look at that before, so it has this really nice pump. The color that I chose was, hold on, it's here somewhere, 101 Light, and then this was with a neutral undertone, it said, and then, yeah, ARGF 101L. Okay, so let's, I don't think we need to shake it, but let's try a little bit on my sponge. Oh, and then I discovered, so I got this free with a Dose of Colors order, and I think I have competition for my Colored Rain sponge, just saying. This is so poofy. All right, so, oh yeah, only took a couple pumps for it to come to the surface, and then I'm just going to do I'm going to take the amount that I normally do for any other foundation, and then we're going to see, and hopefully that is a right match. So at the moment it's looking a little light, but let's see what we can do. Because usually the time you put your bronzer, your blush, your highlight, and you do the whole look, then the color ends up being a good match or wearable. It is winter, so I could use this as my winter shade if needed. So we'll try with a sponge today, and then we can also try another time with a brush to see what that's like. It's funny, I used to always be just a brush person. I didn't get the sponge thing. And then I don't know what made me go back to trying sponges. Maybe it was the Colored Rain, I'm not sure. And then I discovered that I really like using the sponge. So maybe I just didn't use it right correctly before, or maybe it just depends on the foundation, but the ones I've been using lately, the sponge has been the way to go. Okay, so this is going on really, really nicely. It's got, I want to say, right now I've got it almost medium. Just using the sponge. I'm gonna have to put a little extra on my nose because it seems to be not sticking to my nose very well, but sometimes I find with some foundations, it just needs a little bit more on the nose and then it will work. So yeah, I definitely should have gone with my other instinct and bought two different colors, but that's okay. I may possibly give this one as a gift because I have a friend that's where I am pale, almost translucent, where you can see the red under the skin. She's very like snow white skin, so this might work for her. Maybe I'll stick this into her Christmas present because she also really likes kimchi. She's like me, she likes all the drag queens. Loves watching RuPaul's Drag Race and all the different shows. Been watching Canada's Drag Race. We're getting to the finale. I think Kendall Jenner is who I am possibly rooting for. I like everybody in the top three, but I think that may be my #1 choice. And I believe she's from Vancouver, so that's an equal added bonus. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely too light for me. It looked like it wouldn't be as light. But then again, that's what happens when you buy on the internet, right? So you never know. But we'll see if we can fix all this and just make sure we're dragging it down our throat here. All right, so yeah, that little bit extra helped on the nose a bit, but it's still wanting to not stick. So what I'm going to do is maybe this is one that needs a brush. So I'm going to take my eye primer brush. I'm going to take just again a smidge more. And I'm just going to press it in on my nose. There we go. Yeah. So maybe the next time I will definitely try it with a brush to see how it goes, but that definitely fixed my nose problem. So there we go. I guess what I need to do is change my technique on buying foundations, because I'm just so used to always being the lightest or maybe the second lightest in, that I keep forgetting that most makeup brands are upping their game with color choices and that they do go a lot lighter and a lot darker than they used to. So I need to kind of go with the flow there and not assume that I'm always the lightest anymore. All right, so now we want to try our powder here. So let me see if I can get this. If not, yeah, this is going to take me a minute to get off. So I'm just going to shut the camera off and I'll come back once I got the little sticker off. So I got the little paper off, and look, as you can tell, the little dots inside are heart-shaped. So where the powder comes out, that's really cute. Alrighty. Oof. So let's just pop a little bit into the lid. All right, so we grabbed a little bit there, and then we're going to, let's try a little bit, let's do it. Let's try the old school poof. And then put that on. Does that have a smell? At the moment I can't smell anything. My one from Fenty has a nice light smell that I really like. Using the poof is kind of okay. Usually, like I said, I usually use my sponge to put powder on. That's not too bad. But I am going to go back to my sponge. I'm going to go back in there, grab a little bit for what's left of the powder. Yeah, look, holy crap! I picked way too lighter color, so we are going to have to definitely fix that with bronzer and stuff. So there we go. So I do like the feel of the powder. But it definitely adds a lot more color, so I think this makes me a little bit even more paler. It's not like a translucent. Okay, so that's how we're looking so far. Just a little pale. Yeah, that's a little intense. I mean, pale, and then... All right, let's just do the rest. I'm gonna go off screen, and then I'm gonna put bronzer on, blush on, highlighter, do my brows, and then come back to play a little bit with that eyeshadow, and then we'll see if we've gotten this to tone down a little bit. With the lights off, it was too off because it doesn't look like that if I'm looking, but it looked pretty scary with the lights off. Okay, let me come back. Okay, so I'm gonna insert some footage, maybe around here. I went and I looked, after I did this part, I went and I looked in some actual natural light outside, took a little video. Doesn't look as scary. And then I lowered my ring light a little bit, so it does look a little less scary, but it is still definitely a too light. I definitely need a shade or two darker, but I could make it work. Okay, in real life it looks a little less tragically pale than it does on with the big camera and the lighting, but it is definitely still a little bit too light, but I think we can make it
work.
So yeah, definitely going to be gifting to a friend the other one because I can, you know, add some, maybe I should get some of those dark color darkening drops and try that, and then I can still use it. So, because so far it's looking nice. Let's see, can we go in a little closer and get it to focus? So I think it's looking pretty good. I haven't set it or anything yet, so I still have to use setting spray, but I just wanted to do the eyeshadow first and then we'll see. But I think it's not looking too bad. Ooh, this way. Excellent. Okay. So now let's play a little bit with this. This is and I don't know, well, let's do it anyways. I don't know with, I don't play a lot with liquidy shadow, so I'm not sure, do they need a concealer, don't need a concealer or eye primer. So I'm just gonna stick on a little bit of my Kaleidos one. I do have the Kimchi Concealer in white. I use that when I'm using really colorful eye looks, then I use that as a primer. Let's just put a little bit on our lid here, just so we can test out that shadow too that I've been sitting on for a little while. I do have the first palette that she put out, and then I have one of the smaller palettes, the Mojito palette, which I adore. Yeah, I've tried Kimchi setting spray before as well. I didn't order anymore because I had just gotten this one and I got a couple other ones, so I don't need to sit on 85 bottles of setting spray. But if I do find that I do like this foundation, that it lasts really long, and then one day if I go to buy a darker color, then I might get some more of the setting spray. And then I want to test the powder out with a different foundation. It is pretty opaque from what I'm used to. I think the lavender one, the other one that I use, goes on more translucent, but again, you never know unless you try, right? Okay, so now let's take a little bit of this. So it just comes on the doe foot applicator. So let's just pop some on our eyes. Ooh, that is a really pretty color. And as everybody knows, I love green. Oh, that's a really pretty shade. And then let's just take a little flat brush here, and then this is from Suba Beauty. Bought some new brushes, and then just see, can blend this out a little. And then put some on the edges to darken the edge. Let's try and do like a one color look. Yeah, see, so that way you can darken the outer edge, though I still think I need a little bit, might have blended a little bit too much up front. So instead of blending, let's just do a pat, pat, pat on the front part. And then just build some color on the other end. And then I don't want to go too high with it because I do have hooded eyes and it's a cream. I don't know if these dry down or what the story is. We're going to find out shortly. And then let's do the other eye. Oh, this color is just so gorgeous. Right. And then let's just do the pat, pat, pat on the front to not quite blend it, but just lighten it a little bit. If we can. Yeah, there we go. This is a really pretty color. There we go. Crinkly lids were just pulling out a little bit, so maybe we'll just go like that for a sec. All right, so yeah, I've been sitting on this one for a little while. This is Emerald City. There we go. I really like that color. That's pretty. All right, so there we go. That is the foundation and the powder, and then just because I've been sitting on it for a bit, a little bit of this Emerald City. What is this? Rainbow Shards, or what are these? These things had a name. Oh, creme pots? Hold on, let me get glasses here. Wouldn't be a video without me not being able to read something, wouldn't it? Pot de creme, there we go. Pot de creme in Emerald City. And then let's take another look again. Well, so far it's not greasing or anything. And it's not feeling, oh, good. So it dries down, so it's not feeling super tacky or anything. So this is good. So I guess it goes from a cream to a powder is what I'm guessing it goes to. And yeah, so let's maybe just throw on a quick bit of mascara and then we will call it a day. And then we will wear this for a bit and see what we think. I mean, definitely way too light of a color. I should have gone a couple darker. So, but that's okay. I'm gonna add to my friend's Christmas gift, and this may work for her. If not, like I said, she likes kimchi and it's something that she can try. There we go. Like I said, lowering the lights and trying to bronze a little bit has helped a bit. But on first impressions, I want to try it with a different powder. I think that. So here we are in natural light. It looks I mean, it's still too light, but it looks a little less tragic in natural light or you know, room lighting that is just your normal, you know, not super white fluorescent lights. It doesn't look too bad, but as soon as you're in way brighter light, it is definitely too pale. But this is it in normal light. And here we are, like in the light in my kitchen. So again, it's a little bit too light, but it's not as bad as what you can see under the ring lights. And here in the light in my bedroom. Yeah, I went a little crazy on the bronzer, trying to make this not look so pale. But again, it doesn't look as bright as it does in the studio. Because at the moment, I'm not quite sure. Sorry, Kimchi. I really, like I said, I love your setting spray. I've loved the eyeshadows I've tried. The gloss, if I can find it, I really liked. And I'm finding out that I really like, and I should have been using this sooner, Pot de Creme. The powder definitely would be more good for when I have a darker color. I think that would be really good, but I'm not 100% sold on the foundation. It could be partially because it is a shade or two too light, but at the moment it's still not sitting quite nice on my nose, and it's settling into my fine lines a little bit. So we'll just have to play more with this. Maybe I will do a follow-up, maybe when I do a bit of a roundup of my purchases for the year, which I'm going to do in a few weeks. So, or maybe a week or two, yeah, a couple weeks. And then we can tested this again, and then we can give it a better review. But so far, she's a little light and she's settling in a little bit. Even with setting spray, is settling into my fine lines. So this may be more of a younger person's game. But anyways, that's it for me. Hopefully this won't be too long. I don't know why my videos are always so long when I don't do that much. But anyways, that's it for me. I hope you are doing well. You're making good choices. And I hope you're getting ready for a good holiday season. So we will talk to you soon. Okay.